From ancient temples and cursed artifacts to daring escapes and globe-trotting adventure, few characters in entertainment history are as iconic as Indiana Jones. When George Lucas and Steven Spielberg introduced the world to the fedora-wearing archaeologists and raiders of the Lost Ark, audiences were immediately hooked. The films blended action, mystery, history, humor, and pulp adventure into something timeless. Whether it was battling Nazis for the Ark of the Covenant, searching for the Holy Grail, uncovering crystal skulls, or racing against enemies to uncover ancient secrets, Indiana Jones became one of cinema's greatest heroes. What made the series special wasn't just the action, it was the feeling of adventure. The dusty ruins, the booby-trapped temples, the maps with red lines crossing the globe. Indiana Jones made audiences feel like they were part of a dangerous expedition where history itself could change the world. And naturally, video games were the perfect place to continue that adventure. The Indiana Jones gaming legacy stretches all the way back to the early days of home computers and classic consoles. In the late 1980s and early 1900s, gamers got adaptations of films like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. And honestly, Fate of Atlantis is still considered by many fans to be one of the greatest adventure games ever made. Instead of simply retelling a movie, it created a brand new Indiana Jones story filled with puzzles, ancient mythology, and cinematic storytelling that felt like a lost indie film. It proved the franchise could succeed outside the theater. Over the years, Indiana Jones games experimented with different styles. Some focused on actions, others leaned into exploration and puzzle solving. Games like Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine and Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb brought indie into the 3D era, giving players the chance to swing across traps, throw punches, crack the whip, and uncover hidden ruins themselves. And that whip, it became just as iconic in games as it is in the movies. Few gaming weapons ever captured the personality of a character so perfectly. But what's fascinating about Indiana Jones in gaming is how naturally the series fits the medium. These stories are built around discovery, exploration, solving mysteries, escaping danger by the skin of your teeth. Video games allow players to live the adventure instead of simply watching it. You're not just seeing the collapse of a temple, you're running from it. You're not just watching Indy solve a puzzle, you're figuring it out yourself. The sense of immersion is why the franchise has remained beloved for decades. Even when there were long gaps between releases, fans never stopped wanting another Indiana Jones adventure. And now with modern technology, finally able to capture cinematic storytelling on a massive scale, the series feels more alive than ever. Newer entries aim to blend blockbuster action with exploration and puzzle solving in ways that truly honor what made Indiana Jones legendary in the first place. Because at its core, Indiana Jones was never just about treasure. It was about curiosity, adventure, and discovery. The feeling that somewhere out there, hidden beneath the sand, behind an ancient door, or buried deep within forgotten ruins, history is waiting to be uncovered. What's up, people? Welcome back to Destination Switch, your destination for everything Switch 1 and Switch 2 related. I'm your host, the video game voter, aka VGV. Today, a release day for a new game on the Nintendo Switch 2. We're talking about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I'm super excited to add another Switch 2 game to the collection. So, you guys know I'm going to head over to Gamestop to pick up my copy from there, simply because, one, they have it in stock. Two, I also have some points where I can knock a couple bucks off of there. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to head over to GameStop, get our copy of Indiana Jones in the Great Circle. I love release days. I love Jordan 9s. And this is what we're looking to get. It's a disappointment. I'm not going to do this. No game card. Let me get a solid shadow box. Quite cool. I had no idea that this was out. Bubble Bible 4. I don't know. This seems interesting. What's up, people? I just want to hop in here real quick. Thank you guys for supporting me as usual. And you can continue to do so by doing 3 things: hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, and also hitting the bell, turn on notifications so you don't miss a single upload. Also, if you really like the content, you want to help me out and help me to grow, go in the comment section, swipe to the left, and you can drop some hype points to the video. What that does is send a back signal to YouTube to say, hey, push this to a bigger audience. This guy's dope. It definitely does wonders, and it does help the channel out tremendously. So again, thank you guys for your support. Let's get back to the video. All right, so we're back here in the game room, and we got our copy of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a first-person action-adventure game that puts players directly into the boots of the legendary archaeologist Indiana Jones. Developed by Machine Games and published by Bethesda Softworks, the game is designed to feel like stepping into a classic Indiana Jones movie. The story takes place between Raiders of the Lost Ark and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. After a mysterious artifact is stolen from Marshall College, Indy begins a globe-trotting adventure involving ancient secrets tied to something called the Great Circle, a series of mysterious sites around the world connected in a perfect pattern. The game combines exploration of ancient ruins and hidden tombs, puzzle solving inspired by classic adventure films, stealth and hand-to-hand combat, cinematic set pieces and escapes, use of Indy's iconic whip for traversal and combat. One of the most interesting things about the game is its perspective. While many fans expected a third-person game similar to Uncharted 4 or Thief's End, the Great Circle primarily uses a first-person view to make players feel more immersed in the adventure. During climbing, platforming, and cinematic moments, the camera sometimes shifts to third person so you can still see Indy in action.
And what led you here, Dr. Jones? You think you know the Great Circle? You don't know its power.
This relic we're looking for, to Voss, it is a weapon of war. He will do anything to get it. Dr. Indiana Jones.
Indiana. Good luck, Indy.
This will be yet another failure for the great Indiana.
Father, forgive me because I've sinned.
It's all right. Just say 3 Hail Marys.
Wait, you are not a priest.
Screw it.
You fight well for an archaeologist.
I really like to go hands-on work. Must be a clue somewhere. Indiana, you genius.
Hello, little darling.
You want to know one thing that's super cool? Look at that. Closer. Close. No game key card.
What?
I had no idea. Typically, I like to look online and different vendors and try to look at the cover to see if it says game key card. So I happened to see this without nothing. I was just like, I wonder if. I don't really bank on that because sometimes they just use a default picture, but everything is on the cart. So guys, stop giving Nintendo so much crap about it because it's up to the publisher. So shout out to Bethesda and Lucasfilms and all them for putting the game completely on cart. I appreciate it. I'm sure a lot of you that are collectors appreciate it. I'm super happy to add a new Switch 2 game to the collection, especially Indiana Jones: The Great Circle. I'll be honest with you, I'm not super familiar with a lot of the games. I remember some of the ones back in the day, early on, like the 8-bit, 16-bit era, stuff like that. But not anything of late that's recent. I'm definitely happy to add this to the collection, and I'm happy that they actually had it in the store. And oddly enough, I happened to hear the GameStop associates having a conversation, and I believe they only had 2 copies. So that just goes to show you the thing that I've talked about for the previous months about it not just being a low stock of games. I really still don't know what's up with that. Let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on the Indiana Jones series and franchise, and what is your favorite entry in the Indiana Jones series. Let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for your support. Until we reach our next destination, it's VGV. Signing off.